After an hour-long train journey, we are now in Birmingham, and it's lunchtime, so we've popped over to ZZ's to get some food, and then we've got a 4 till 5 o'clock meeting with eBay to do a rehearsal for tomorrow's seller-led session that I'm hosting, which I'm really excited about. We come every year to the eBay Open and it's always a cracking event. However, this year is slightly different because eBay are running something called the seller-led panel, which is basically senior leadership team of eBay on a panel answering questions submitted by resellers. And they wanted a reseller or a seller to ask those questions, and eBay kindly reached out to me and said, Matt, we'd really love it if you came along and hosted the session. That means me up on stage from 3:50 tomorrow to 4:20 with senior leadership team, and I'm really excited. I get to ask the questions that you guys have submitted when you registered your tickets for the eBay Open. So the first thing that you're going to see when you arrive at the eBay Open is, welcome to the eBay Open. And yes, we get to go in earlier than anybody else for our rehearsal. We might have to talk nicely to the security guy. We okay to go in? I've got a rehearsal meeting at 4 o'clock. Thank you. Here you got the cellar. Where's the main? Just gotta look where the main stage is. Oh. Wow. That is the main stage. So the center screen comes down over the main stage. How awesome is that? Check that out. Ah. So the center thing that comes down splits the stage into two. So you have a front part here and then another part round to the other side, obviously. And I think my seller-led panel is going to be on one of the halves. And whichever half you're on, I mean, look how many people are going to be sitting in the audience. It's just absolutely amazing. This is like, the layout is absolutely amazing. I'm not nervous at all, honestly. It looks so much better than last year.
Thank you. I've heard that so many times now. I'm not going to be offended for the next person that says that.
Not that it was bad last year.
There will be lighting, so it won't be dark, I promise.
Look at it, it's wicked. Yeah. Does look really cool.
Yeah, great.
Ah, fantastic.
Love it.
Okay, well that is rehearsals done. We purposely didn't capture any footage on stage because we want it to be a surprise tomorrow, and it went really well. So got my questions, we ran through everything, went up on stage, checked all the audio, and one thing that came of it is this little lady has been asked to be on the seller panel tomorrow at 11:45? 11:45. Are you excited?
Scared stiff.
She's scared stiff, bless her. But Nicki's going to be on the seller panel, 11:45 on the main stage, talking about her business. Happy days. And now it is about 4 o'clock, so we're just going to chill out, go back to the hotel, get some food, get a good night's sleep, get up, breakfast, back here, 9:30 for the eBay Open 2025.
And welcome to eBay Open 2025.
Well, it is Wednesday, and after a really good rehearsal day yesterday, we finally made it to the eBay Open. It is coming up to 10 o'clock, and we're going to catch the keynote speech by Eve Williams, and then we've got a cracking day planned. Nicki will be on live stage for the seller panel at 11:45, and then 3:50 is my seller-led panel, which I'm looking forward to as well. But throughout the day, I'm just going to take you around and show you the sights and sounds of the eBay Open 2025. Okay, I'm here with Mark Russell from Travelers GB Stamps, and Mark, why don't you just tell everybody more about your business?
About my business, yeah, I sell stamps predominantly to collectors, but also for cheap postage as well. So I work with a number of other eBay sellers to improve and reduce their postage costs and make it a little bit interesting as well. But yeah, so I sell stamps.
So, talking to people who might be watching this video, what is your favourite thing about eBay Open? Why should they come, and why are you specifically here?
Okay, so the stuff they're doing on stage is great, and I've got to say first of all that the event this year is like another level. Last year was good, but you look at it and say, wow, they've spent double, triple. It's a fantastic setup and all in one room. And that's the feedback I've got from other sellers as well. But in terms of what I've got out of it, love the stuff on the stage, but actually it's meeting the other sellers. You know, meeting those sellers and picking up all the tips and tricks and everything that you can, and just socialising and having a chat and a giggle.
Okay, I'm here with Anil. I'm going to let him do his introduction. He's a fellow seller meetup host. Cracking guy. Do you want to just give us a little bit of intro about you and your business?
Sure, thanks Matt. I'm Anil. I sell hats and scarves and I call them hat-tastic hats.
And we're just doing short questions. What is your favourite thing about eBay Open, and why should anyone attend?
I think it brings everyone together, all the sellers. And I was here last year on the first eBay Open, and I'm back here. So it's good to connect back with some sellers, but also always room to learn and improve things on eBay. And things are changing, like the eBay Live. There's a massive queue there, so it's something that I think it's a plus to come.
The countdown has started. Get yourselves in this eBay Live right now. We are selling an eBay Live kit. You've got everything that you need. You've got the lights, you've got the ring light, you've got the stands, you've got the setup. If you want to start on eBay Live, this is what you need. Get yourselves involved, guys. Any of you could have stood up and come here and done this, and you're all going to do it yourselves when you start your own live streams. We've got a few seconds left.
We've got 32 minutes.
Has sold Ludoosh to me.
Start by introducing yourselves. If you could share your name, maybe your business, how long you've been trading, what you sell, and give us a sense of scale.
Yeah. Thanks for having us today. I am Managing Director of SHS Trading. We've got 3 brands which all have their own stores on eBay.
My name's Nicola. I'm the co-founder of Preloved Tech. We are a mobile IT technology recycling company, e-commerce, mainly trading on eBay, other marketplaces as well, but mainly eBay is our main source. There's a team of about 6 of us now. Been trading on eBay personally since 2003, but the business was officially set up in 2019.
Nicola, you've just gone live at eBay Live.
Yeah, we had our first eBay Live session last week. The actual platform itself and the technology went really, really smoothly and really well. I sit behind the scenes, definitely not in front of the camera. That's definitely Matt's job. But it went well. We had an audience, which was great. We trialled it with a fixed price session. It was quite evident from the audience they're looking for auctions. So we've got what we're calling Tech Tuesday, starting next Tuesday, where we are going to be trialling some auction-based listings as well. So if you've got some time next Tuesday, have a look at the eBay Live section and join us for our first auction event and support us in that.
My name is Matt Giles. Welcome to the eBay seller-led panel. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm not an eBay member of staff. I'm a seller just like all of you, and today's session is all about bringing your questions to the senior eBay leadership team. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the eBay senior leadership team. Thank you very much for joining me. It just feels a bit of a strange situation, me sat on this side and you sat on that side. Are you feeling okay?
Loving it.
Okay, so I think although everybody will probably know who you are, I think if we go down the line, if you can just do some basic introductions, who you are, what your job title is at eBay, and then we'll launch into the questions.
Thank you, Matt. I am Eve Williams and I lead the UK business.
Hi everyone, I'm Will Waitman. I lead the global regulatory team.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicki and I lead the UK business seller team here.
And good afternoon, I'm David Newman and I'm leading Trust.
Excellent. Well, sellers have been really involved in sending in their questions, and hopefully we can get some really good answers today. So, Eve, I think this first one's going to be for yourself. So before we plunge into the various questions that have been sent in, we've clearly seen a lot of changes on eBay over the past 12 months. With the move to free to sell for private sellers, new buyer protection fees, the launch of eBay Live, which is absolutely amazing, managed shipping, and many others. So can you tell us briefly, can you talk us through the rationale for some of those changes and how they all fit together?
Yeah. Perfect, thank you, Matt. And just big thank you to all the sellers who've sent in questions as well. It's always good to know what's on their minds, and actually a lot of the things that I'll talk about now are actually conversations that I've had with sellers today. So as you called out, we've made a lot of changes to the platform over the last year. I guess the things I probably want to focus on here are the things that are hopefully supporting our business sellers, the community that is here. Called out as a couple of the things that I think have hopefully made the biggest difference. One of the things has been the introduction of Live recently. That has been all about introducing a new way for you to show up as our sellers to reach buyers. It's been amazing to hear from the investment that's going into it from you. I met one seller earlier who's spending 2 hours a day speaking to his community and selling trading cards, and it's been amazing to see the growth that he's had on Live, but also what he hopes it will do for Core as well.
I'm struck by the sellers who have come by our returns and protections booth, and love hearing when people say, hey, I'm here, I have this one problem, can I get help solving it? The number of times that it's something we can actually help you solve yourself, but we just don't do a good job communicating it up front. So a couple of examples of what are we doing to side with the seller. So I hope you all heard the announcement. There was a lot going on with multiple sessions, but in our trust session we talked about the new protection that's launching for item not received claims. So if you have an item not received claim and you pay out to the buyer and then the item arrives afterwards, we're now going to refund you that money. So that's investment eBay's making directly with you.
People have been a little bit wary about GPSR, how it's going to affect their business. And it's very challenging for sellers. How can sellers find out what they need to do and where to get the information from? Because I think from the conversations that I have, it's probably a lack of education and not knowing where to go to get even just the basic information about GPSR.
Yeah, sure. So to get information about GPSR, we've put together a web page. So if you go to ebay.co.uk/GPSR, that explains the basics of what you need to do. So it explains the information that you need, explains how to upload it to eBay, and it answers a bunch of what we've heard from sellers are questions that are often asked.
I mean, clearly eBay, you're a business, you have to make money yourself, but how do we get a balance right so sellers succeed too?
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Yeah. I mean, it's a brilliant question, and actually it's one of the ones that we spend a lot of our time talking about, because ultimately all of you here today are business sellers, need to know that it's worth their while to sell on the platform. And actually we talk a lot about fees and what kind of fees are, but actually I think what's most important is the value for the fees. Like, are you getting the velocity, are you getting the sales that you want? And you just hit the nail on the head. Like, for all businesses, you are thinking about your margin, we are thinking about our margin to make sure that we're all operating in a way that is sustainable for the long term.
I would add that from how do you use AI to get those better data insights? Like, there's an example of how to use your buyer feedback and use AI to then really come up with key themes of what your buyers are sort of looking for. Which areas are you doing well at? where can you support your buyers more. So definitely, as you embrace eBay AI Activate, use those custom GPTs to also understand, what are the most important metrics for you that will help you grow your business.
From me to you for actually inviting me down to host this session. I feel incredibly privileged, so thank you very much. I hope some of you got your questions answered, but I'm sure everyone will be around for you to go and ask any further questions. So thank you very much for attending. I hope you had a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
We haven't won it, but we decided it's too big to lift.
We got to try and get that home on the train.
Oh, is it yours?
Yeah. Right, we've just got home from the eBay Open. It is 8:15, so I'm not going to do a proper debrief till tomorrow, but we couldn't wait to not talk about this because there was a raffle in the networking stroke free bar area, and they gave away a whole bunch of cool stuff. And we won something. We actually won something. And this is me leaving the arena. And the eBay Open finishes, and yes, we won a Ninja Cafe Lux machine. And it's so goddamn heavy. We had a nice drink in the bar with lots of other eBayers and eBay staff, which was really cool. Really love that. The networking was fantastic. But this is bloody heavy. And I'm so out of breath. But to win a Ninja Cafe Lux machine is pretty damn cool. I think it's time to get on the train and I'll give you a review of the whole day tomorrow when I've recovered. Yeah, we won a Ninja Cafe Lux coffee machine. We're going to open it, put it on here so you can have a look. Because we couldn't not get this open. I think it is a refurbished one because the box has already been opened. But I don't know how much we can. Ah, see, yeah, it is already going to be open. That's the thing that was. Yeah, okay. Help me. Okay, we've got. Oh, that's the thing that goes in. I think this is a refurbished item. Trays. What? No way. Holy shamoly.
That is a proper.
All the bits are in there still, and there's still all the packing.
Good as new.
It is good as it's. And from what I've seen, hang on, where are they? Where's my phone? From what I've seen, these are. It's the top one, the grey one at the top. 549 quid.
New. Yeah.
New? Look at it. And we won it. I'm just going to show it to you now. Hang on. Wait there. And we've just seen these bad boys on eBay for 429.95 refurbished. I can't honestly believe that we won it. And the funny thing was, we were standing next to Will Charnley, who is really high up in eBay around the kind of refurb sector, and we said, oh, we'd love to win that. It'd be perfect in our office or in our kitchen. Coming away with this, couldn't be happier. So, as I said, it's late. Debrief coming about the eBay Open 2025 is coming tomorrow. Okay, so it's now Thursday, 24 hours on, and I think it's time to give a little bit of a review. Now, firstly, I've got to say hats off to the whole eBay team for putting on such an amazing show. eBay Opens are always a brilliant event. Last year's was really good. This year just feels like it took a huge leap forward. The logistics and the layout of the arena was brilliant. Although there was over 1,000 people there, it didn't feel too cramped. All the stands and breakout areas and workshop areas were laid out in such a way that it was easy to navigate around, and it didn't feel like you had to push and shove to get to see anybody. The main stage was just the highlight of the event because the circular event main stage with the thing that came with the dual screen that came down to split up the main stage into two was brilliant. I wasn't sure what the headphone scenario was going to be like, because what I liked about last year and other events I've been to that sometimes when you're not at the main area, but then you hear something and it might pull you in, you didn't get that because everyone was wearing headphones. But actually, once I put a set of headphones on and listened, I felt more engaged with the session. So overall, I think the headphone scenario was a really good call. So to all the eBay team, I'm not going to reel off names because everybody knows who they are. You did an absolutely first-class job because yesterday's event was the best eBay Open I've ever been to. Fantastic. Obviously, I've got to give a massive shout out to a few people, Jamie, Mo, Lizzie, Nicki, Eve, and everybody in the engagement and kind of seller relationship team for inviting me down and asking me to host the seller-led panel because I felt very honoured to do so. There are a lot of amazing sellers on the platform and a lot of them could have done exactly what I did and just as good if not better. But for them to ask me to do it, I felt completely privileged and honoured, and I hope I did a good job. And I think the session went well. The feedback I've got from people who've watched it said it was good. And the thing for me, I really wanted to make sure it felt authentic. Although there was questions on cards, there was also questions sent in live at the event, which were on the iPad. I had both. I'm not a presenter. I'm not a host. I've never done it really before, so I hope I did it okay, and I hope I did it justice. But I feel like it went well. But I think the thing that makes eBay Open is the stuff that's going on the stands and on the stages are brilliant, and you can get a lot of value from it. But for me, it's talking to other sellers that really makes the eBay Open what it is. I had so many conversations with so many people about eBay, about sales, about business, about how to improve, about the struggles that we're going through, and we shared stories. And that's, for me, what makes eBay completely different from any marketplace that we sell on. It's the community. And that community isn't just seller community. It's actually the eBay team who get involved in that community as well, which is unique. You don't get that from any other marketplace. And that's what makes eBay so great. Like Malk said early on when I kind of did a little Q&A with him, like a little interview with him, it's all about the community and meeting people and learning and growing together, which I absolutely love, which is why I'm part of the eBay seller meetup team, which I absolutely love. And it was great to see that we had a stand there. So thank you again to eBay for putting that stand on and allowing us to engage with people who are interested and get together in these little small groups. And if you didn't manage to come across the eBay Seller Meetup stand, you can just pop onto Eventbrite and search for eBay Seller Meetups and you'll find them. They're dotted all around the country. And if you're located in the West Midlands or the East Midlands, West Midlands, you come to ours. East Midlands, you can go up to Malk's, but we've got one in Manchester, we've got them in London, we've got them absolutely in the Wirral, we've got them everywhere. So again, it was great to be able to engage with visitors and talk about seller meetups. So there we go. Oh, and winning the coffee machine. I mean, come on. I cannot believe that we won the coffee machine, but it was a bloody ball ache to carry it home. It was so heavy. My arms today, they're just killing me. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. I enjoyed the whole day. It was really, really good fun. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a comment down in the comment section. I'll always answer every single comment, even if it's just to say hello. And if I didn't get to meet you on the day, I'm really sorry. Please give the video a bit of a thumbs up because it helps my engagement and it helps YouTube know that people like my videos. And if you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button because there's still around 70% of you who watch my videos who aren't subscribed. And by clicking that subscribe button, it just shows me that you support the channel. And I would massively appreciate it. Now I'm going to put my hat on for my ending that I always do. So thank you again for watching. Keep sourcing, keep making money, and I'll see you on the next video.